Tesla shares falling again today after slashing prices of its Model 3 in China yet again here. The move from Tesla-led Chinese EV maker Li Auto to also cut prices on several of its models as the EV pricing war escalates. Shares of Li Auto also sinking this morning. Yahoo Finance's Pras Subramanian has the details. Hey, Pras.
Hey, Brad. Yeah, man. So there's definitely some price action here in China, but also in the U.S., right? So you mentioned China up first. You had Model 3 going down to about $32,000 US. So it was a pretty big cut here from 232,000 yuan to 246,000 yuan. So a big move there. Also, the Model Y down to around 34,500 as well. Slight move down there. So you mentioned rival Li Auto also cutting prices. They're feeling yet that those concerns of a price war that even the government was concerned about because of the fact that these companies were sort of raging at each other. But also in the U.S., I want to note that the Model Y also went down by $2,000, the cheapest version now back down to $42,990. This is what it was before Tesla had hiked those prices shortly after Q1 ended. They also cut some of the higher trim level prices of the Model Y by $2,000 too, and the Model X also coming down. So this is all coming after, both the moves in China and the U.S. after that disappointing Q1 delivery report. We also have earnings coming up tomorrow after the bell. Tesla is supposed to report a 40% drop in operating profit and its first revenue decline in 4 years. This according to Bloomberg.
Yeah, and Pras, when you take that into account, and the analyst notes that you've been going through, what's the sentiment out there just in terms of how much of that bad news has already been priced into the stock, given that massive underperformance that we've seen in Tesla since the start of the year?
Yeah, you would think that it has already been priced into the stock at this point, but and I don't know if we're going to get much of a surprise there from their forward guidance because they've been very kind of not so consistent or not so clear on where they think the 2024 deliveries will go. But I think, Sean, the big question is, what is the future of the sub $25,000 Model 2 vehicle, as they called it? Is it truly dead? Second question is robotaxi. How for real is it? Are we're going to see a working model by August 8th, the reveal date, or will it be another sort of design sketch that we have no idea when that vehicle will come out? I think those two pieces of news potentially will be the big movers of the stock, beyond saying anything worse about the demand situation here in the U.S. and China.
Yeah, Pras, we were talking to Dan Ives last week. Also, Deutsche Bank came out with that note talking about the risk that if we have any sort of negative update on the Model 2, what exactly that's going to mean then for the price of Tesla, at least in the short term. All right, Pras, great stuff. Thanks so much.